I'm Deborah Preuss with an invitation to join an online meeting that helps you deepen your practice as an Agile practitioner. Often the people that we work with are focused on delivering some kind of value, software or processes or products. Our work as change agents is to support them in doing that. And are you walking the talk of process improvement by reflecting on your own work as a change agent and getting feedback from your peers? Agile-Intervision is a way to do that. Rather than the supervision model, which is used in coaching and other disciplines, where there's an expert who provides feedback and advice to a less experienced practitioner, we pull together a circle of peers who all have different experience but are familiar with the domain. And we use Intervision, which is a tightly facilitated feedback mechanism, to allow a practitioner to present a case, reflect on it, receive some input, and all of that without any advising, no fixing. It's a very personalized and I think respectful way to get feedback on your work with confidentiality, which is also part of the format. If you're familiar with Collegiale Fallberatung or ULab's case clinic format, then you have an idea of what we're doing here. And I'll run quickly through the structure of it so that you can see how it works. Someone brings a case. A case is something that has happened and something that you would like to understand better and perhaps adjust for the next time that you practice. So a case could be something that you experienced as a participant, could be an interaction with a person, could be something that you organized or facilitated yourself. The case bringer has 7 minutes to explain their case. And everyone else in the circle is an observer. And the observers are listening intently. And when the case giver has finished presenting their case, each of the listeners will provide 2 observations from what they observed in the story that was presented. That may trigger something, oh, I hadn't thought of that, or oh, I should say more. Then the case bringer can say more for 4 minutes. And then again, the observers are watching, listening, feeling what's going on as this story is told, and they share their observations. As you've seen, there's no room here for giving advice or fixing. And then we go into a discussion that's facilitated by the case giver. The whole thing takes just 30 minutes. And a friend of mine was a little skeptical when we first did this at 30 minutes, but it's quite amazing the sort of change, shift in awareness that can come from hearing yourself tell the story. That's the first thing. And then hearing what others are observing in the way you tell the story. The key to the reflective and personal aspect of Intervision is that the observers are sharing only observations and not opinions. So they're watching intently, perhaps taking notes, and then choosing 2 observations that they think will be helpful to the person who shared the case. Observations are things you saw, things you heard, maybe things you didn't hear, what kind of language is being used. What did you feel as the story was told? Were there gestures that were interesting? Or what did the posture of the speaker change? What words and mood did they bring to different parts of the story? There's no interpretation. There are no suggestions made, and there's no fixing during the observation phase. Steve Holyer and I at Coaching Cocktails are offering Intervision as a monthly public circle in 2 different time zones so that we can reach people at different ends of the earth. And also as a private, if you would like to have an Intervision one-on-one with either Steve or I, that's something that we love to do, and it can be quite effective and means that you can time it exactly when you need the feedback. We also are hoping to run some circles just for women. And so I invite you to sign up for our newsletter so that we can let you know when the events are coming up. And then join this community of people who care about their practice, people who care to listen deeply, who care enough to tell you what they're hearing and what they're seeing in a kind way. And yeah, come and walk the talk with us of being agile and having an agile mindset about our work.